In this episode, Papa Swole is going live, and I'm going to tell you why this society is lazy as fuck.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing, testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 605 of the Daily Mother, a Swole, the most muscular beer cast broadcast, New Year's Day cast, man cast, hairy chest cast, and coffee cast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. And Papa Swole is live today. I decided to go live for the new year. And you know I don't give two shits about the new year, but I wanted to, what's going on, CJ? Welcome to episode 605, everyone. So I am live on Facebook, and what I want you to do right now, if you're watching me live, obviously, I want you to drop some questions, because I'll take some questions during the show today, and maybe we'll start doing this. Maybe some of these episodes will start being live again. Maybe not every single one, but we'll see. I just don't like how Facebook switches and flips the background. And the question on the board, my question of the day is, am I wearing pants? Am I wearing pants? And you don't know. That's the cool part, is that you don't know if I'm wearing pants or not. I think that's kind of hot. So welcome to episode 605, everyone. So drop down your comments. Happy New Year for those of you that are doing the whole New Year thing today. So some big news coming. Some very big news in Swolenormous. X is coming real soon, so I'll be announcing that too, and I'll be announcing that to the members of X. But remember, tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Time is the workshop. So tonight is the best year ever workshop. It's at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and I'll put the link. It's not in the link description right now if you're watching live, because this recording will be posted again later. But you can catch that in the last couple post descriptions. It is the best year ever workshop, and I'm going to be going over my plan of attack for 2018, which hath cometh. 2018 is fucking here. And what better way to start the year than with some coffee? Come on, raise your glass, fam. A couple gorilla grunts. My focus for today is to call I call individual people lazy fucks. Today is Papa Swole calling the entire United States, at least the United States, I don't know what it's like in other countries, but the entire country, a lazy fucking country. And I'm going to explain why. And of course, this comes down to an individual basis. This comes down to an individual business basis. But I just want to go after some of like the concept of New Year, right? I know it's a holiday. A holiday. I know it's a holiday, but why the fuck is shit closed? Can you answer me that? Anyone can you answer me why shit is fucking closed on New Year's? Why is New Year's Day, why is shit closed? Because we party so hard the night before, but why the fuck why are gyms closed? Why are there limited hours for gyms? I know my gym has limited hours, and I love that place. And some of you are saying, oh, I wish the fucking gyms weren't closed on January 1st. Why the fuck would gyms be closed on January 1st? Why would you not have extra hours on January 1st? If I owned a gym, I would have a 24-hour. I would have an open gym from fucking 11:59 straight through 24 hours. If you didn't want to if you wanted to lift and be pumping iron at 12 when the clock strikes, you could be fucking lifting weights. That's the way it should be. Everything should be fucking open. Everything should be open. You want a day off. It's fucking Monday. If it was Sunday and you're normally closed on Sundays, then fucking be closed on Sundays. But if it's Monday, fucking open your doors. It's just the lazy mentality, right? It's the lazy mentality of the culture, American culture, at least. Like I said, I don't know. If you're from another country, you can drop a comment. Fuck my voice. If you're from another country, if you're watching from England or something, I don't know what it's like over there. But it's just the mentality that everything should be pushed off, right? Why should shit be delayed? Why should shit be closed down? Why are we not taking advantage of another day? So it's that lazy culture of making every single excuse to do less than 100%. That's it. That's it. It's making every excuse to do less than 100%. And that's the American way, to do as little as possible and get away with it. So cheers. Cheers, America. You fucked up yet another beginning of a year. Well, I'm not going to fuck up. I mean, if you don't have a gym open, do some yoga. Do some yoga, do something, go for a walk, do the best you can. I just think it's shitty, especially when, especially with gyms, because there's no one saying that you have to be closed on New Year's. It's not like a national law, right? That you have to be closed on New Year's. It just pisses me off. It pissed me off. Amanda's at the gym right now. I like that. Sometimes, but that's the thing. If you're a gym owner, open your fucking doors and don't just do one class or have limited hours. Fucking open. Like, why would you be open? I think some gyms are open from like 8 to 1. So you're going to get up at the crack of you're going to get up really early in the morning, but then you're going to close at 1 o'clock. Like, I need my evening on New Year's Day to be free. If anything, it should open from 2 to close because people are going to be sleeping in. Like, that's what would make sense. Don't fucking air your shit when the Daily Swole goes live. People got to watch the Daily Swole. They don't, I'm not going to be able to go fucking pump today. I'm not going to be able to fucking pump. Pisses me off. Maybe I'll go outside and I'll just do pull-ups until I fucking pass out. Anyway, so that's my rant. That's my rant. I think the country should be. I think it's just the mentality of doing less and resting and leaning towards not doing shit. That's just the American way. Do as little as possible to get the same amount of work done. If we can get away with it, let's get away with it. And that's why shit breaks. That's why shit is not as much quality. And that's why Elon Musk is awesome. Case in point. All right, let's take a couple questions. Working out at home. Well, look, that's the key there, Wendell on Facebook. That's if you work out at home. If you have shit at home, you don't have to you don't have to depend on anyone. So that's a good thing. Let's take a couple questions. Let's see what we got here. Let's take a question from Paul Blyler. What's an alternate exercise for someone working out at home for the pec deck exercise on your 90-day dash program? So actually, that's a really good question. And it's actually convenient that you asked that question because the video I just posted yesterday on Facebook, I think was it yesterday or maybe it was the day before? I lose track of the days. The pinch press. The pinch press where you hold 2 plates, and in the video, I held 2 10-pound plates together, and you're pushing out. That's a great way to get the inner chest. So you could use bands. You could use bands and hook them on doors, and you can actually set up your own kind of crossover machine or pec deck. It's just the pulling motion from the sides. But the pinch press is a great kind of like dynamic isometric. So I would recommend the pinch press because that's going to be the easiest thing. That's going to be the easiest thing for you to grow. Let's do another question. Best warm-up, warm-down exercises pre-gym. A warm-up and a warm-down. Yoga. How do I break sugar addiction? Close your mouth. Stop eating sugar. Just stop. So let's talk about that for a moment. And we'll probably finish with that. That's when it comes to nutrition, breaking a sugar addiction. And that's a great segue into the new year. And it's exactly that. It's an addiction. So how would you break any addiction? You got cold turkey, you got weaning down, you got, not saying you have to go to a freaking sugar retreat, but how do you break any kind of addiction? An addiction is a habit. Addiction's a habit. Habits have to be broken. So you can't have it in your house. If you have a family or a husband or a spouse, or a wife, doesn't matter, that is bringing shit into the house, you have to have that frank conversation with what might be challenging to you. But bottom line, it's up to you. It's up to you. You can't depend on anyone to bring food or to have food that's right for you. You can't expect anyone to want what you want, or even if you have a supportive partner or friend that says, oh yeah, I'll help you, and then they bring shit into the house next week, you can't get pissed at them because you can't have expectations of people like that. People are going to they're going to forget. They're not you. They don't know your weak points. I mean, it's a team effort. It's a little bit more when you have a family and you have someone that, that's making promises, and might be someone that's in your inner circle. Like if it's your house, if it is your partner, that's coming into your sweet spot. It's coming into your little, your circle, your cage, so to speak. And it's different than having sugar at a supermarket where if you don't buy it, you don't have access to it. So if they bring it into the house. So you have to have that conversation. But an addiction is like anything else. And when it comes to nutrition, you have a bacterial profile, you have an ecosystem in your gut, and you have creatures, literally organisms that desire food. And you culture, you grow. You literally have a garden in your intestines and in your stomach. You have a garden that you grow. So if you want a garden, you want more lettuce, what do? You plant fucking lettuce. You want more beets, you fucking plant beets or turnips or whatever the hell you want to grow. When you feed your body, you're going to grow bacteria that can break down that food. Some foods will cause inflammation, cause reactions by your body because they're not supposed to be there, but then your body will try to adapt. Other foods will culture bacteria that will break that down in the future. And then you're perpetuating the life of those organisms. When you stop and you remove that food from the environment, let's say sugar, then you have these living organisms, billions and trillions of bacteria that are knocking on the door saying, give me more sugar. So it's not really you that's craving, it's your body. It's the habit, it's the hormone imbalance that's caused by, and the neurotransmitters that's caused by all of a sudden a drop in sugar. So all of a sudden there's a void, your body adapts. Your body will adapt to the sugar, and then when sugar's not there, oh my God, that's not normal. We need more sugar for balance. So you have to go through that addiction, that breaking period, and you need willpower. And you need to actually just fucking do it. And when you feel like you want sugar the most, that's when you need sugar the least. That's the most important part. And if you can't break through that, it won't happen. There's no magic food that's going to help you do it. It's going to have to come down to you literally breaking those habits and flushing it out. So things like, drinking fruit juice, not good. That's sugar. But having, or maybe juicing, smoothies and things can maybe be a segue, but still sugar. It's natural sugar, but still sugar. And different times of the year, especially in the winter, human bodies store extra fat when you consume sugar. That's why sugars are ripe in the summer. So in the winter, you shouldn't be pounding tons of fruit. It's just not what your body is designed to do. You're designed to hibernate and burn and utilize fat. So when food is more scarce naturally in the winter and we're eating all these high sugar foods and high carbohydrate foods, when normally naturally it wouldn't be available, that's why we're having all these problems, because our body doesn't go through this systematic kind of almost fasting, right? Our body doesn't go through that fasting process because we don't have that need anymore. We have constant food available to us. So good question. I know it's a long-winded answer, but addictions are addictions, whether it's food, whether it's heroin, a lot of these imbalances and what happens in the brain are very, very similar. So it's not that much different. It's literally going to be fucking taking action on it and reversing it. So eating healthy is going to feel bad. It's going to taste shitty at first because you're hyperstimulated. These things take time to change. Let's do one more question. The greedy people trying to look good. Vern Boyd, let's do this. When you were talking about the training to failure the other day, I was wondering, is it better to use machines if you don't have a spotter so I can go to failure, or just stick with the free weights? Well, legally and safely, because I'm talking to you right now, if you're going to failure with any kind of weight that could drop on your face, that can cause damage, yeah, you should always have a spotter. However, failure can be relative. You have dumbbells, of course, you could drop them on the ground. You should always have a spotter. As the trainer in me and the safety of it, I can't tell you to go to failure with free weights because, yeah, you could get hurt. If your body gives out and you literally go to absolute physiological failure, you could drop the weight in your fucking face. But machines would be better if you really want to push it and really want to go, to the absolute limit. The machines could be effective. It could be effective. Machines are not inherently bad. They're just not made for everyone. And machines cannot fit. That's why the machines that you notice at gyms now are being more like biaxial. They're mimicking more free weights because the standard machines that are locked in position don't fit all the people. And they can cause joint pain and rubbing and improper muscle activation because they are limited in their motion. So they're trying to make them more in the arc of the strength curve. They're trying to make it for the vast majority. That's why you can adjust the seat, front and back angles. A lot of these machines are a lot more free moving, because it will fit more people. And if it fits more people will use it. If more people use it, more gyms will buy it, and then they make more money. So, it works for everyone's favor. So machines are getting more like free weights because the technology is getting better, because they can make it better. Think about it. Like 50 or 60 years ago, the technology wasn't there to make it better. We didn't know the science of it as much. So machines are getting better. But if you want to go to absolute failure, you should always use free weights. So everyone, tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Now this workshop will be replayed. It will be replayed, but I want you to catch it live. I want you to catch it when I'm posting it tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time. But there will be other times. So if you are on the West Coast and you can't make it because that's going to be 6 p.m. on the West Coast, or if you're in another country, it will replay. I'll have it set to replay regularly. So what I want you to do is go sign up. I'm going to post a link here, and of course, I'll upload this video later so you have both versions of the daily with the audio and on Facebook here and on YouTube. But you're going to click the link and sign up, because then you'll get a private access link in your email. You get all the information in your email. That way you can access the private workshop room, and then you can see when the next available time is. So even if you cannot make it, or you're like, oh shit, last second, I can't make it, don't slack out, don't miss it, because today is important. Today is important. It is the first, so let's use this mentality of the new year to our advantage. So tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time, remember, sign up. Even if you can't make it at that time, sign up. That way you have access to the link to the workshop room so you can get all the updates on when the next available time is. All right? Thank you so much, fam, for joining me for episode 605 of The Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Gaincast, and Nipplecast. Ooh. In the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. I'll see you tomorrow for episode 606. Happy fucking New Year. Let's get absolutely yoked. If your gym is open, fucking country sucks. Just kidding. Love you guys. Peace out. I'll see you tomorrow for episode 606. Later.